I will start out with Jos Von Oostrom from the Mars Incorporated, Director of Sustainable Solutions for Mars, and he's going to be speaking about accelerating the scale of reef restoration presentation. So welcome, Jos.
Thank you. I've got a mic. Yes. Right. Ready to dream? Ready to hope? I hope the next 5 minutes will get you there. Okay, so I work for Mars Incorporated. I'm a zoologist, I'm not a marine biologist, but I have an amazing opportunity to do some amazing work. Why is Mars interested in coral reef? Well, think about fish. We sell a lot of pet food, okay? Whiskas, Sheba, things like that. So there is the umbilical cord. Why fish? Okay, well, I've just explained that. The other bit, fish protein, is a useful ingredient for a lot of coastal communities around the world. They happen to be the people that we source cocoa from, that we source vanilla from, rice, and things like that. So that is the reason why we are interested in coral reef restoration. And we went on our own journey, which I'll share with you now. Right, so this is where we are. Sulawesi, so it's part of Indonesia. You fly into Makassar, you drive for 45 minutes, and then you go on a boat for 45 minutes, and you'll get to some islands in the Spirimondi archipelago. This is what happens after people bomb it. Okay, fish bombing is rife. Now, we have found out through our little adventure that coral reef restoration is feasible, and is also feasible relatively quickly in areas dominated by rubble. Now, this is what you can get back in only 2 years' time, using a spider methodology. Now, before I go any further, I just wanted to show you 2 little videos of a before and after when we do a build, okay? So I'm going to start off with the day of the build. Okay, if we can have a video, please. So here you see the spider structures, and they're all pulled together in a web under the water, so it's a very mobile unit. Each spider contains 15 coral fragments. A team of divers will take about a day to deploy over 200 spiders. Now imagine that, that's 400 coral fragments an hour. The price of one of these spiders is about $2, and then you need to add to that the cost of putting them in the water. Now here we have, unfortunately, Susan Williams, one of our amazing science advisors, and I'm sorry, I just have to, she basically passed away in a car accident this year. So she is one of those other powerhouses who we've lost. So we owe it to her to do this program justice. Now, that was day 1 of the build. Now move over to a year later. If we can have the video, Alex. The same site. You can spot the spiders, but you'll have to look really closely. If you were snorkeling there, it's really, really, really hard to see. But this is what you get back in only 12 months' time. We go from 10% coral cover to 70% within that time frame. So, dare to dream, dare to hope. We now have 17,000 spiders deployed. That's over 3 hectares underwater. I believe we're going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records in 2020. Okay? I want you all to challenge me for it and to be even bigger. Okay, right. So this is basically, okay, we use cable ties. It's plastic, I know that, but look at what happens. Within 2 weeks, it overgrows, right? Cable tie's gone. This is what happens within 6 months, so you can see the integration of the spiders and the coral. This is after 12 months. Just look at the structures and look at how it starts to become part of one ecosystem. And then here, within 3 years, you get some of the bigger corals, and I'm not going to try and name them because I'll fail miserably. And then here, within 3 years. Now look at some of those big ones on the right-hand side. It's incredible how they absorb the spiders. So what we've created here is not planting coral, we are building reefs. Right. This is just a little slide. I mean, you can read it for yourself, but the timeline is, the first thing I'm very proud of, we have over 95% survival. We basically then move all the way through, and after 3 years, you get into a natural reef situation, and where it's difficult to spot spiders, the population of fish is increasing. We've got saltwater crocodile coming back, sharks, turtles, everything. Right? Now, more important even is what happens above water. So, we are training all the national park staff in Indonesia. You see here how to put spiders together. We are working with Bali High Cruises in Bali to also develop a whole ecotourism experience. We're working with the communities on the islands to build the spiders and also to help deploy them. So you create revenue that way. That's all I had to say and to share with you.